Welcome back, everyone. It is Friday, May 2nd in the MLB. Our three favorite picks are on the way. As always, it's Austin, joined by Logan. It was a 1-2 day yesterday. Shout out Trey Turner for coming through and helping us avoid an 0-3 sweep because Quan is dead to me. I can't do it again, Logan. If you want a free parlay, like if he gets a hit today, I might crash out. And then Twins and Guardians over 9 just did not pay. But a 1-2 day, Trey was some good plus money, so we'll take it. But today we really need a good day, and we're doing a giveaway today. If we go 3-0, which is us sweeping the board, we will give away $25. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel and comment something down below in the comment section. Maybe your favorite play of the day, favorite person in a home run, I don't know, favorite sports team. Do whatever you want. Go down below, comment. If we go 3-0, which we haven't swept in a long time, which means we'd probably overdue for a sweep, we'll give away $25. Let's try to give away some money today. Let's hopefully we can do that. But Logan, we got 3 picks today. Yesterday we led off with the prop, which was Trey Turner. Today you got a pitcher prop. Hopefully it pays just like Trey did. What's your favorite pitcher prop of the day? I heard he has a great first name.
He does have a great first name, and this starts a very diverse card, which again, if we're going to sweep, I like some diversity in the card. We have I know we have a player prop, we have a first 5 pick, and we have a money line pick. So let's start with the player prop. It's Logan Allen of the Guardians, over 15.5 outs, plus 100 odds on Fanatics. I like Logan Allen in this spot. To have a bounce back outing, really, because if you backed him in his last start, yikes. 4 1/3 innings pitched, 9 hits, 7 earned runs to the Red Sox. Bad start. I think Logan Allen bounces back, and I think he gives them length in this one. In order to cash this one, he will have to pitch into the 6th inning. So get 5 innings and then 1 more out into the 6th inning, and this cashes that line. But prior to that debacle, Logan Allen was over this line in 2 straight games. So I really just kind of think that Red Sox game was just a bad matchup for him. Those are very talented hitters in that Red Sox lineup. And he has a solid pitcher. He's a solid pitcher on the road, especially historically. His ERA this season, 2.7 on the road, allowing a 237 batting average. Facing the Blue Jays, I have to see how you do against righties. You cannot be a reverse splits pitcher and give me any sort of confidence. Well, Logan Allen's tough on righties, only allowing a 231 batting average to righties. That's important against Vladdy and Bichette, guys like that. I think if you can get those types of guys to be out, I'll live with the bottom of the order guys. I really will. But that's the way I think about the Blue Jays. It's like they go as the bottom of their lineup goes because those Vladdy and Bichette are solid anyway. Logan Allen is also good at inducing soft contact ground ball outs, which again, if you're going to give them length, I want a couple 3 pitch at bats where you can get a hitter to just roll over on it. He's 81st percentile in hard hit percentage, 66th percentile in ground ball percentage. Showing inducing soft contact outs again is how you pitch further into these games if you're not a huge strikeout guy, which is what he's not a huge strikeout guy. He every now and then has his games where he gets the Ks, but it's not consistent. What is consistent though is that hard hit percentage, which we do like to see. And with runners in scoring position, Logan Allen's only allowing a 182 batting average. Now, I don't care how many earned runs he gives up. I prefer it to be low. That means he's probably going to be pitching well. But the reason I look at a stat like that is because I cannot allow a hit parade. The hit parade, the big innings are the ones that kill an outs prop. And then the fact that he's been able to pitch with, pitch out of the stretch and with men on gives me some confidence in this one. Yesterday in that Twins game when I took the over, I watched 2 terrible starting pitchers. One was Ben Lively. He went 5 2/3 innings pitched. On paper, looked like a decent start. Let me tell you right now, he did not pitch well in that game. I'm surprised to even see that he went 5 2/3 innings pitched. The fact that he was able to do that reinforces the fact that Vogt will leave his pitchers out there and try to get 6 innings out of him. I really think in game 1 of this series, they try to get length out of Logan Allen, even if maybe he has a couple dicey innings. I think they're going to leave him in the higher pitch count. So I do love this as my favorite player prop of the day. Logan Allen, go do your job. Go get that over and outs. But Austin, got a first 5 pick. Where are you going?
Yeah, I can't do another hit parlay. I can't sit back and watch Steven Kwan or just one of the better hitters in the league just not get it done. Maybe they returned on Saturday or Sunday, but I have a first 5 run line that I absolutely love, and I think it's going to cash for us late night Friday night. Let's talk about the Tigers, who I'm backing on the first 5 run line -0.5. So they need to be leading in the first 5s. This is the same thing as the first 5 result. Different than the first 5 money line, because the money line, you technically get your money back if they do end up tying through 5 innings. In this case, we need the Tigers to lead by at least 1. And if they want to lead by 10 through 5, I'll allow it. As I think we have the hitting matchup and I think we have the pitching matchup. So I'll back the Tigers on the road here. Now, as I said, I really like Tariq Skubal, but we'll talk with him in a second. It's hard not to like him. Let's first talk about Jose Soriano is going to go for the Angels today. Soriano came out dealing in his first start against the White Sox, 7 shutout innings. He was great. Since then, it's been questionable. He owns a 5.67 ERA in April. He allowed 5, 1, 3, 5, and 3 earned runs in those starts. So he wasn't all that good. And Detroit has been pretty good against righties. They own the 9th best WRC plus for right-handed pitchers this season. And they've actually scored 2 or more runs on 5 straight righty starters, including all 3 in Houston. It's good to see the Tigers offense showing up outside of Detroit. And they did do just that in their last series against the Houston Astros. But look at this. Soriano is allowing a 333 batting average with runners in scoring position. He struggled, and the Tigers batting 281 versus righties with runners in scoring position, which is 8th highest. So when they get the guys on base, which Soriano, not a big strikeout guy, they'll have their chances. They need to hit him in. Soriano struggling with the guys in second and third, and the Tigers have been able to capitalize on those opportunities. Hopefully we can get 2 or 3 or maybe more earned runs off of Soriano. And then we asked Tariq Skubal to hold it down on the other side. Now, the Angels offense has been pretty lackluster over the past few weeks. And now we've got Mike Trout heading to the IL. What are the vibes like in that locker room? Who's going to replace him in the dugout? But again, this has just been Tariq Skubal. That's what he does. He goes out there and he shoves. He has a 2.34 ERA and a 1 whip in April. He was great with a 1.5 ERA. And like I said, this Angels offense has been pretty lackluster. They actually have not seen a lot of lefty starters, but the last 3 they've seen really since the middle of April, they got 1, 3, and 0 earned runs. And those guys were Patrick Corbin, Bailey Falter, and Andrew Heaney. Far from the aces you might see from the lefties like Tariq Skubal, arguably the best left-handed pitcher in baseball. And as I said, the Angels have really struggled against lefties this season. The Angels own a 204 batting average, which would be 4th worst, a 59 WRC plus, 2nd worst, and a 28% K rate to lefties, which is the 2nd highest. So look, they really haven't seen Skubal a ton. The only time they technically saw him was in 2023. He went 7 innings, gave up 1 earned run. Their lineup has seen a lot of turnover since then. Tim Anderson has okay splits against Skubal. Jorge Soler is probably the one guy I'm nervous about. He has 2 home runs and 7 ABs versus Skubal. So for all I care, just walk him and move on. But at the end of the day, when I look at this pick, I got to have, number one, the better offense, which I would say the Tigers are better than the Angels. And we got to have the better pitcher, which I'd say Skubal much better than Soriano. Let's hope the Tigers offense can show up, give Skubal a lead, and he can hold things down through 5 innings. And after 5, I don't care what the heck happens. I like the Tigers on the first 5 run line as my favorite pick of the day. But Logan, you got another pick for the people. Wrap things up at money line. Where are you going for a team to win today?
Yeah, so I'm sort of going back to the scene of crime, a team that didn't help me at all yesterday. Taking the Minnesota Twins on the money line, minus 105 odds on BetMGM. This game's kind of priced really interesting, in my opinion. You look at the Red Sox, I would say they're one of those teams I say gets overvalued by the books playing at home. And this game is like a pick 'em or slightly Twins' favorites. So it's kind of just a weird pricing on this game. But I really did fall in love with the Twins in this spot specifically. What they did to us yesterday was not kind, not exactly coming through in extras. But let's talk about the matchup today, who they face. They face Brian Bayo, who starts for the Red Sox today, 3.27 ERA, 1.45 whip. Bayo only has 2 starts in the year, so it's like not a huge sample size, but the walks are an issue. 3 walks in both of those games. Brian Bayo is one of those pitchers. If he's on, I don't really want to fade, but I don't think he's on yet. He doesn't have enough games under his belt to really say that he's completely in like top season form. Last season, Bayo 4.81 ERA at home, and that was with a bigger sample size. Pitching at Fenway against a team that I know can get those hard hit contact, extra base hits like the Twins do, I think they can certainly get to him. Bayo is only allowing a 111 batting average with runners in scoring position, which I'll tell you right now will go up, especially after today. The Twins will hit with runners in scoring position. I'm willing it into existence. His expected ERA and expected batting averages are both terrible, like bottom 5 percentiles in both of those. So again, I think he's due like hard regression, especially in that ERA department. And yesterday, do I even need to say it? The Twins went 3 for 14 with runners in scoring position. And they finally got some runs late, made the score look a little bit better on paper, but they had runners on second and third, no outs, and didn't get a single run out of that. Yes, pulling my hair out for once again taking an over. That's just how my overs have worked this season. But I know as I watch Juan Soto hit 2 home runs yesterday, I have to run back losses in certain ways. Back in the Twins offense today is a no-brainer for me. I think they get to Brian Bale. And then on the other side, I think Joe Ryan holds it down, who starts for the Twins today. 3.18 ERA, 0.91 whip. First of all, I love that whip. I love a pitcher with an under 1 whip. That's always a solid sign for me. And Joe Ryan is great at walks. He's not really giving free base runners. 95th percentile in walk percentage, 83rd percentile in K percentage, 72nd percentile in whiff percentage. All that to say, he's a pretty good strikeout pitcher. And against strikeout pitchers, Boston owns the 4th highest K percentage against right-handed pitchers. Joe Ryan should be able to deal today. I really do like his matchup today versus the Red Sox. That's when I want to fade Boston, is when they're facing a strikeout-dependent righty. That's really actually when I do target them. And then we go to the bullpens, because both these bullpens, there's a little bit of advantage here for Minnesota. Red Sox 19th in bullpen ERA, Twins 10th in bullpen ERA. I really do trust the Minnesota bullpen to have Joe Ryan's back. And I trust the Twins bats to give Joe Ryan some run support, because he can't do it himself. I like the Twins on the money line. I think they take game 1 of this series in Fenway and get it done for us. Austin, let's have a day. Let's have a winning day at the very minimum.
We absolutely need it. Let's try to go 2-1. Like I said, if we go 3-0, we're doing a $25 giveaway. Hopefully, we're giving away some money tomorrow. Just go subscribe and comment something down below. Logan, let's have a great Friday going into the weekend. Let's hopefully make May a big month for us. We'll see you guys back again in the next one. Peace.